we may have a huge problem in Standard. Earlier today, somebody sent me a video from Jim Davis, the Magic commentator in Magic Pro, talking about a Nadu level problem in Standard with a combo deck, basically a Storm combo deck involving Vivi. It works like this. The key cards you need for the combo are Vivi, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and Geralf the Fleshwraith. So because Vivi's ability doesn't require you to tap Vivi or have haste to use it, it means that as soon as you get Vivi into the graveyard, you can tap and exile Vivi from the graveyard, which means that any creature from here on out that has a +1/+1 counter on it can use Vivi's ability. And because Vivi's mana creation ability you see here is in reference to the power of the creature, as long as you have a +1/+1 counter on a creature with a little bit of power, you're able to generate a lot of mana. And this is where Geralf the Fleshwraith enters the conversation. Blue 2 for a 2/3 legendary human warlock. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than your first spell that turn, create a 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature token. Whenever a zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each other zombie that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. So if you can get multiple zombies to enter the battlefield under your control, they get progressively bigger using +1/+1 counters, right? Because it's going to reference any spell you cast on your turn other than the first spell you cast that turn. If you can chain together some cantrips, you're going to be able to make a bunch of zombies, each one with progressively more and more +1/+1 counters. And because Soul Cauldron states creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, all you have to do is exile a Vivi from your graveyard by tapping the Soul Cauldron, and now every single creature, every one of those zombies, is going to have Vivi's ability. And so this is where you get into the blue storm stuff. You can opt a copy of Vivi into the graveyard early on. You can cast lots of cantrips to keep refilling your hand. As long as you're able to avoid just hitting tons of lands, you will just keep going and keep making zombies. These three cards are not going to be actually Nadu level powerful because Nadu was so insane that just it and Shuko basically won you the game, right? Like, I do think this is exceptionally powerful, but Nadu is kind of a special corner case. But for Standard, I think this is a huge problem. I do think that these three cards are very good and they are surrounded by good support cards. I mean, there are lots of directions you can take this, but all of the support cards that would make this strategy good are just cards that are good, and these three cards are powerful anyway. Like, they're fine cards to play in a blue-red shell. I'm actually curious how this combo is going to fit into formats like Commander, formats like Modern. Like, how can you build around this? And is Geralf, is that even the best card to be doing this? Maybe, probably. Do you want to be utilizing something like Mox Amber because you have two legendary creatures here that are part of the combo? I don't know. What I know is that Vivi is an insane card. We've all talked about how insane of a card Vivi is, and already, without the set even being legal yet, we're already talking about this card completely breaking Standard wide open. If this got banned in one or more formats, I would not be shocked. I absolutely love this card, and I can't seem to open one.